Y'all, what's up? It's your boy, Pete Nut, coming at you with another reaction. And before we get into this, welcome to the Peanut Gallery, y'all. And today, we'll get into Kirito, the Hood Verified Swordsman. Shout out to the homie Narratives, man. Enough talk, let's get into this.
Consistently get garbage each guy every season. No, seriously, there are like 5 good ones total. We have to go back to the original pioneer of this game, Sword
Okay.
Art Online. And this video, I'm going to
Okay.
specifically be going over my glorious black swordsman. No,
Oh
this fake his chain
boy.
already been snatched. I'm talking about the original OPMC Kirito. Now,
Let's
there are a
go.
lot of mixed opinions on SAO, but I'll tell you this for free. While they're actually in the game Sword Art Online, this show is peak, so cut the small talk. Let's go.
Get it.
So I'm going to skim through all the boring shit, because at the end of the day, we're focused on Kazuto Run This Fade Kirigaya, aka
Let's see the fade.
Kirito. So there's this new VR console called Nerve Gear and a new game everyone will be hopping on called Sword Art Online. One thing led to another, which made it so nobody could actually leave the game once they put the Nerve Gear on, and yada yada yada. Now they have to clear the game in order to actually be able to take it off. By the way, if you die in game, you just fucking die in real life. Wait, I'm
shoot.
that shit right? Yo, who let this shit
Real
release?
life?
Ref, do something. And the people of this game, after hearing this, spit into whoever wanted to live inside as regular schmegular dudes and the heroes who wanted to clear the game. But shit, if I decided to be a hero, I will not let that shit fly. I'd be taxing them niggas relentlessly.
Damn, that's ruthless.
Notice, and you're just here snuggled up next to a fine big titty demi-human NPC. Like, no, I ain't gonna stand for that shit. Now our MC here is in his edgy era because there's some sort of segregation going on against people who are beta
Bro, what's
testers,
going on with his hair, bro?
They're saying that it's their fault that people died already and that they're withholding information, even though they literally created the guidebook for these guys. Niggas stay ungrateful, man. But this wannabe leader rallies up some of the people with balls to clear the first floor boss, and they're forming up parties, but our loner MC got no steez. Nigga got no motion. He ends up partying with this other solo woman. Then the day of the raid comes. The blue-haired fake leader, whose name I forgot after literally seeing it like 40 seconds ago. You know, I don't care enough to check again. That nigga's a bum. Anyway, he's sitting there calling all the shots like, whose man is this? Nigga putting in no work too. He's just pretending like he's doing something. And they're taking on the boss
trying
now.
To eat off other
Kirito's
people.
party is cooking up. Everyone gets the boss weak as hell, and this fraud just demands that nobody else steps in, and he will kill it himself. Nigga is not slick. I know he's trying to get some extra credit.
Yep, pretty much.
Having the floor boss from beta testers was outdated, so he gets caught slipping and now gets dropped by the boss. I know this is meant to be emotional, but nah, nobody is genuinely just a moron. Like, have you never heard the phrase "don't be a hero"? That role is not for people like me and you. Yes, me and you. Shit, if I was there, I'd be with them NPC Tutianas getting hot spring massages all day. But he's all like, help everyone out, it's my final wish. Like, no, nigga, I don't know you. But of course, he
damn.
Unlocks it. Him and that fine shit Aston are cooking up, but the boss hits that counter. Fortunately, the rest of the fodder helps stall the boss. Actually, let me retract that. Nick Fury over here isn't fodder.
He do look like him out the patch.
He parries and Asuna follows up right after.
Nice parry.
Chemistry. Then Kirito delivers the final blow after this clean attack. Now, after saving the bums, this guy starts going off about how Kirito knew the boss's abilities and didn't say anything. Like, really, bro? Are we serious? It's not his fault that this bum ran into his own death.
That's why you never run out to something. You don't have to study your opponent, dumbass.
Those niggas are bums. I reach a level even further than that. Don't compare me to them. Then these guys start talking like he's 2012 Vaughn.
If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet by himself.
Calling him a tester, cheater. Now Kirito going around calling himself a beater. Like, dog, this shit is not cold. Who is he feeling like? But he puts on his long black trench coat. Bro been doing this shit way before Sung Jin Woo and walks off by himself.
Okay, he got the fit on. Okay.
Asuna just before too. So Kirito's a solo player, but he ends up helping this group of scrubs that allow him to join their guild. He's lying about being some like level 20 bum, but he's actually level 40. Now they decide that they're going on a little mission and they enter a dungeon together. But before this, the girl's actually setting up hella death flags, talking about some, what are we gonna do? Well, like, you know, after the shut the fuck up, bro. Like, gang, you cannot be doing this shit in anime. So they enter one of the rooms and see a treasure chest, and this dumbass really runs over all jolly thinking shit is sweet. Even when Kirito was shouting, no, don't do it. I wonder if he still thought shit was sweet when the skeleton started lying again like it was lapis lazuli. But yeah, these sorry assholes squad wiped. Only Kirito is holding his own. Then the Sachi girl holds his final blow, and it skips like 6 months later, and now Kirito's on his extra edgy arc exclusively on solo missions. He hears a rumor that there's a boss that revives him.
Man said enough of this, I'm going dolo.
Finds out only like works within 10 seconds, so he can't use on Sachi. He returns to his room and receives a message from Sachi, who's meant to be dead. And yeah, that's true. He had it pre-recorded to send on Christmas, assuming that she'd be dead by then. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was sad. She was a real one. She told him not to blame himself and sung a little song for him. If you've ever watched this scene, I wouldn't blame you for tearing up a little. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, even Kirito did. But the reason I explained all this was to display the birth of who we call the Black Swordsman. Fast forward a little bit,
Okay.
this weirdo dude Kirito is scaring all the hoes away. Asuna is hiding behind Kirito despite literally 15 frames ago, he was touching all up on her boobs.
Oh,
Yes, it was
okay, he was
business,
copping the
but this is
feel.
like
Okay.
prime case of flirting versus harassment. You cannot be chopped in this life. The whole
Facts.
issue
You
that
gotta
Kirito
be
was making
careful,
her an
man.
escort as part of her guild is doing too much and is waiting outside her house watching her and shit. Nice guys always finish last, man. He's just trying to be helpful. He's trying to go back to the headquarters, but Kirito's like, nah, fuck all that. I'm her knight for today. Beta scum, I'll totally wash you in a fade. And Kirito's like, shit, let's run it then, twin. So then they start the duel, and Kirito straight violates him. He shatters his sword, then Kirito tries to spin back, but Asuna's telling him, nah, he's going outside. There's no way I lost. He had to have been cheating. There's just no way I lost some dirty beta. Dog, chill. They throwing around that word like it's an actual slur.
That's crazy.
Like, Kirito gang, you sorry, bro. Get the fuck on my face. So now they can finally go out for what they originally planned to, which was to explore the dungeon. But the little date is cut short by Klein and his crew, who's on some cock block and shit. He's selling the ISO.
Yeah,
and after
get him out of here.
The group pulls up and starts demanding that Kirito runs his way. They need the map he made. Kirito's like, whatever, gang. I was gonna share the shit anyway, and he gives it to them. And they're trying to go fight the boss. Kirito thinks this might be the case, and he follows after them. And yo, they are letting out some devilish screams. That boss is beating the brakes off them. Kirito
Fight back.
rushing there and help, but they low-key don't have any reason to. Then this father gets banged across the floor, looking like he's about to get up and say, that wasn't nothing. But no, old buddy literally just dies. Asuna couldn't accept the shit that she just saw, so she runs in like a dumbass. And that was enough for our Black Swordsman. He just has to go and save the day. Like, oh my god, leave some for us, bro. Damn.
Leave some for us.
No damage. Then the boss just hits his gnarly two-piece combo. Holy shit, a side of fries, and she would have never walked again.
Damn.
He swoops in with his new drip and deflects the attack before sneaking the boss from behind. But again, minimal damage. They going blow for blow, but the boss is just doing too much. So he had Kirito running back. You know, he had to stay clean though. So he flips into the slide backwards.
Nice.
Kirito's talking about some, should I use it? Do I have to? Like, bro, look around you. Asuna just got baked by this thing. The father is literally about to die.
Yeah, bro, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So Kirito finally decides to lock in and tells Asuna and Klein to buy him 10 seconds while he cooks. And my boy backs up the diamond sword, hits the boss, and then proceeds to stunt with this mean-ass pose.
Okay.
The next attack and starts with this hard-ass move. Start with a stream. Now, if a nigga like Mineta did this, I would have called him free. But this is Kirito we're talking about. So you know that shit was tough. And oh, nah, old buddy is moving.
Ooh, he going crazy. Hold up.
Doing tutorials but not slowing down for us to learn. Like, gang, we cannot see what you're doing. Kirito's getting hit at the same time as combo though, but that shit did not matter to him because he's gonna change hand mid-fight. That was
damn, he switching. Okay.
He lands the final blow and defeats the floor boss basically on his own. And look how he hits his pose after the dub. He's trying to get an Instagram flick. Shit probably captioned, I had to boss up, so I put ice on both my wrists. Yo, is that shit not insanely hard? Someone sign me. So Asuna wants to party up with Kirito now, and that means she'll have to leave her guild, the Knights of Blood Oath. And the leader, Heathcliff, calls the two of them in. He's like, no, you cannot take Asuna, she's too bad. I mean, she's our second in command. But only let her leave
slipped up, said you're honest.
And you know Kirito's never ducked the fate, so he's like, let's run it. Fast forward to the next day and the seats are sold out and shit, everyone is trying to watch. Let's stop the small talk and get to the boxing. And old buddy's one of those shield guys. I knew he was corny, but Kirito's still pressing him. Heathcliff ain't all defending though, he cracks Kirito.
Damn, press with the shield.
They exchanging though, and Kirito is just getting faster, and he finally catches Heathcliff. That combo of his is infinite. He just actually sets and starts going in again. This time he's really about to connect on Heathcliff. But shit, SAO is a game at the end of the day. That shit glitches and Heathcliff ends up winning. Really in this shit. So Kirito now has to become a knight and he swaps his color palette, but hey, he still look clean in this. I ain't gonna lie. So
okay, he got the drip on.
He sees Kirito again, and Kirito apologizes to squash the beef. They have to do some training together, and when they're resting together, they stop for a bit of food and water. But I ain't gonna lie, this shit was a setup. Kirito like poison the water, paralyzed Kirito and the instructor. And hey, Kirito is really a sicko because he has no mercy killing the instructor. Like, damn, what did he even do? Peep this guy's face too. What the fuck is this? Now Kirito is moving on to Kirito and he's eating his food. He's laughing in his face, talking about some, what's happened, bitch ass nigga? You were talking all that shit. And Kirito just has to take it. And just as he's about to die, Asuna steps in. Rocks
clutch save.
Kirito. Kirito's still paralyzed, so she's gonna have to do the boxing.
Okay, step up, shorty.
And bro, falling, stumbling, and on all fours, begging for his life. But Asuna's kind, and she's not really trying to kill him. And on the other end of that stick, Kirito is slimy as hell.
Oh, she took him out.
Delivers the finishing blow. Kirito stops it with his hand.
Woo!
But he gets that shit back in blood and kills Kirito.
There you go, take him out.
After two, he's gonna turn around and kiss us like, damn, you got it, bro. We know you're tough.
Yeah, he had to get shorty.
I want to stay with you tonight. Eat clean. And this next part not even really relevant to the story, but they go back home, and after dinner, Asuna just starts undressing. She was ready to take that twin blade. But the whole time, it was just a misunderstanding. Kirito just wanted to sleep in the same room. This nigga really pulling too easily. I skipped over like 3 other girls he had feeling for him. Do not get this shit confused.
Damn, multiple chicks?
This girl called Yuki, she was actually like a code in the game, and this isn't an actual person. They adopt her. She ends up returning to the game's code or some shit. It's actually sad. It's a good part of the series. I just don't really care about it right now because it doesn't fit my agenda. I'm just trying to show Kirito Steve's.
He knew he wanted to talk about.
Basically, like every hunter's pulling up on a raid in the 85th floor or something, and when they arrive, they're faced with this big ass centipede skeleton.
What the hell?
I'd make a joke saying this looks like something, but nah, I don't even got nothing. What the fuck is this? And this is not a joke. This shit is really out here blinding niggas. Look,
damn.
Patch the bodies flying across the screen, but these shits are just disappearing with the wind. I'm crying. So as the father is getting worked, Heathcliff steps in and blocks the attack, while Kirito stops the attack of the other claw with Asuna backing him up. All the crew steps in to help against the boss, while Heathcliff keeps it occupied, so they finally defeat it. So now the whole squad is counting up the deaths, and Kirito's feeling some type of way. He keeps thinking about that time he ran the ones against Heathcliff, and it was low-key getting tight. He can't stand the loss. He gets up and tries to sneak him, but it doesn't work. Above his head, there's a reading that says Immortal Object, and this is where we see Heathcliff's true colors. Kirito's like, I knew this bitch ass nigga was actually the creator of this game. I know I'm
wow, okay.
And Heathcliff's like, man, shit, you right. I was trying to keep this shit hidden to the 100th floor, but whatever. And then he just pulls out his mods and start paralyzing everybody. Like,
damn.
Xbox 360 hacked lobby type shit. Now,
wow.
Heathcliff isn't even trying to rage bait, but he's talking crazy. It's just in his genes. He's like, I fuck nigga, meet me under the wait. Is that the right voice? No, he's like, I fucking. How did I voice this? Fuck, new voice.
Damn, he forgot how he voiced him. That's funny.
You can run this fade right now if you'd like. I'll even turn off my cheats. And you know, Kirito's never ducked that smoke before, so he steps up.
He don't.
Before saying his goodbyes. Hey, Ego man, you was a real nigga, man. You were the best of the bums. Klein, you sorry, but you were kind of chill. And he don't even say nothing to Asuna. That's how you know he got motion. He only asked that in case he loses. Heathcliff shouldn't let Asuna kill herself for a while. I don't know what type of game this is, but hey, I'll take some notes. I've never knocked on the man's grind. Except now. Fuck that nigga. And so, the squabbling commences. They charge at each other, Kirito gets blocked, but the boss Loki gave bro a shape up. He cutting it close, no pun intended. And just like the last time, they're moving. Kirito
this is back and forth.
Because this guy literally programmed them. So he's gonna have to go beyond. But I'm not sure what you guys thought this was. He's going up against the god of this game. He's good. His sword snaps in half. He has his counter lined up. It's over. Except Asuna jumps in. Now, can someone tell me why they be doing this bullshit? Was she just banking on a power friendship moment? Because he's just gonna slump Kirito right after. I never understood why anime characters always
she's a real one for sacrificing herself.
You guessed it. This shakes Kirito's whole world, man. Because she real life burst into some code dang. R.I.P. Asuna was the real one. Kirito has lost his will. He's just throwing some weak shit, and Heathcliff just feels bad now, so he stabs old buddy in the chest, killing him. Or so we thought. This nigga just glitched himself back into the game and stabs Heathcliff in the chest as well. That SEO was cleared. Now we have Kirito standing on the sky, but he hears a familiar voice. His beloved NPC Tutiana. Oh, never mind, it's just Asuna. But you know how it goes. They share a heartfelt moment. They kiss. Kayaba, who's actually Heathcliff, is there too, and they're asking why on earth did you do all this, and he says he forgot. You forgot.
What? How?
He wasn't even in that bitch. Let's kill him again. But yeah, nigga says congrats and just turns to dust, leaving Asuna and Kirito. Together, they liberated the whole world of SAO. They found a reason to live amidst the chaos and drew strength from one another. Their bond was true. And in their final moments, they shared their real names before Kirito was brought to tears as he failed to keep his promise to send Asuna back too. And in each other's arms, they both died.
Wow.
Then Kirito opens his eyes in the real world. Yeah.
Wow.
I was getting all serious that niggas actually died. Hell no. This is a shonen isekai for crying out loud. But this is the end of the SAO part of Sword Art Online. And to be honest, the next half is kind of a shit show until season 2, which picks it up again. If you want me to cover Alfheim and Gun Gale or even Alicization in the future, make sure to like and subscribe so I know what you guys want. Also, comment down below what side you'd pick if you're an SAO. One of the floor clearers, or are you a bitch who just settles down? Hey, it's been Narratives. Peace out.
My bad, y'all. Sheesh. I didn't know that man was built like that, but that was a sad ending. I was not expecting that. That was crazy, dude. Sheesh. Sword Online, okay. Like, I've heard of the show. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've seen a couple episodes like a long time ago, but I never got into depth of the show. So I'm gonna have to definitely check that out, man. But my man right there, he was running it, boy. He running those fades, man. Unfortunately, he ran into the ultimate boss at the end, man. Shorty sacrificed herself. That's a real one right there. That's hard to find these days, but damn, this was dope. Shout out to homie Narratives, man. This was a dope video. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. That's my reaction to Kirito, the horror, the hood verified swordsman. Swords Online. Before I end this, thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. Appreciate it, man. Hope everybody's a blessed day. I'm out. One love. Yeet.